I'm at the Desiree Sex Workers Alliance in Las Vegas. This morning I was walking down Flamingo to Vegas Boulevard past a sign that says Ellis Island Casino, an advertisement for a $6.99 steak dinner. A lot of haphazardly parked trucks not far away stood the giant buildings of the Strip, and I was struck by the impossibility of writing about this city. What hasn't been written about Vegas? We all know that following the war, or the melting of the ice caps, or some other disaster of our own making, this is the place that will be excavated. And it's based on these buildings: Circus Circus, the Venetian, Caesar's Palace, that conclusions about our culture will be drawn. I was with a friend last night in the Bellagio. I wondered if she felt as small and undressed. It's such a place, money being no object, quickie breast implants by the finest surgeons in the world, spray-on tans that never fade. The men wear perfectly tailored shirts tattooed to their skin. We walk through a fluorescent mushroom garden, 12-foot butterflies slowly flapping their wings, past the shops, all the most expensive of the best-known brands, and approach the wedding chapel. "Let's do it," she said, sliding her arm through my arm. "Okay," I said. "I meant it," she said. "So do I." She looked at me, her face pinched in a laugh, and I smiled casually. The chapel was closed. "There are other places," I said. "Open 24 hours. She asked if I was serious, and I said I was. She knew I was, just as I knew she wasn't. And then I told her a story about driving through Las Vegas with my fiancé 15 years ago. And my fiancé said, "Let's just get married right now." It was late at night. We were young in a big car that got terrible mileage. The gauge was broken, so you had to guess where you were when you were low on gas. I hesitated, and we kept going, somehow getting caught in a blizzard outside of Salt Lake, which makes me think it wasn't Vegas at all. It was Reno. She asked if I regretted not getting married 15 years ago, and I said absolutely. We were stepping out of the Bellagio. Her hand was holding my arm, and I touched it with my other hand, and she said, "Don't go too far." In front of the casino, the water was dancing, but my friend was bored, so we continued back to our quiet hotel room with the low ceilings and poorly dressed hookers who looked like us. She said she was going to set me up with someone. I said I was probably going to be in a wrestling video with a woman who specializes in wrestling porn, and she was welcome to watch. We talked about jealousy. I said Vegas feels like the back of an exhaust pipe. I said the first time I came through this town I was 14 years old and spent 3 days in jail. She said I looked tired. We talked about diets and sex and how do you know when you're with the right one? What if the right one comes along but you pass them up hoping for something better? And then time passes. We talked about the politics of sex and having sex to prove a political point. We talked about community and volunteer work. It's always like this, I said. She said she was going to take a shower, and I said I would shower with her to save water. After all, we're in the middle of the desert. This place is an ecological disaster. Ha ha, just a joke. Hug door, goodbye. So that's